Recording has begun. We're here at the end of all things, part 2. The end of all things. We're doing it again. All right. So the end game royal event. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. Okay. Wait, have they not sent us the new quest yet? Oh, don't tell me they haven't sent it to me yet. All that build up. Hang on, my wife is here.
$5, Buster.
Empire, come on, give me that quest. I thought it had already popped up or else I wouldn't have split it. Hey. Hey, give me that quest back. Empire, please. I got things to do. How long does it usually take them to give you the quest again? What if I just delete that one? Hey, Lumberjack, call them and say, what's up? Hey, how's it going? They don't want to risk another stealth arc. The Empire strikes back. There is a new stealth arc, yep. That happened immediately. Hi, stealth arc. Therosia botatas. That's what I'm going to go with. That's not even how that's spelled, Adam. It's Therosia botatas. Does anyone know what the, I need another one of these, maybe. Anyway, does anyone know what or how long it takes for them to reissue that quest? I actually don't know. Yeah, there's definitely a stealth arc already. That's annoying. Just did a bad job, but yeah, we'll make another one. They actually offered it again. Yeah. Got tree 50. Only after you resettle another base. What? Are you sure about that? Had 3 in a row fail and it popped up within a day of them leaving. Ours has been way more than a day. What's the colonist wealth? Calling wealth? It's at almost 600,000. Almost 600,000. Refire every 22 days. Okay. That's in the game code. Okay. Well, I just deleted that one. So it was probably about 15 days ago. 22 seems arbitrary. Do I bother getting cataphract? If I find the tech prints for it, I would, but... It was 12 before I deleted it. We have to wait 10 days. Then I have to split the recording again, yeah. Alright, let's try and leave it on 4x as much as we can. That's annoying. I guess at least we can get our beer production back up. The lost video. This one will never see the light of day. We'll get some attacks in the meantime. Blame Australia. More Starship Troopers. Thank you for the $5 donation. Thank you, Starship Troopers. Do you think Captain Dwarf would mind a spaceship full of dwarves, or would he use Jedi powers to destroy them? I think he would use Jedi powers to destroy them. And Worf would use his patented catchphrase, "You shall not pass." That's what I think would happen. He'd probably fail though, and then that's when he gets that. That's the lore of when he gets like the lightning scar on his forehead. I think. A breach. A breach. A breach. Pirate breach. Triple rockets. Triple rockets. Just die. Just die. I haven't actually used this against this kind of raid. Not exactly this kind of raid. This is to break low shields. Not those low shields. We gotta keep an eye on the triple aim because that could kill us. Or kill some people, I would say. Sagasoo still. Why don't I use the... I did with these ones. I literally just used it with these. Some colonists I want in specific places, though. So I use both, yeah. But I literally just used it. Just depends. As usual. Smurf looked in the game code and it's supposed to take 22 days. Isn't using EMP grenades cheating? It is, yeah. Using anything in the game is cheating. I've been told. Scary. Can we just skip 20 days? It'll be like 10 days or whatever. It's you know, I know I could use dev mode, but we'll just wait. We'll just wait. We'll do it the old-fashioned way. Isn't playing the game cheating? Smurf doesn't even see the code anymore. He just sees blonde, brunette, redhead. Like the rest of the day stream. Well, the other one was 12 days ago, so. switch it to which side are you talking about? Don't think it will matter which side it's on. I don't think it'll matter. The main reason that one reacted that way is just because it was a breach raid, but you know, that's okay. All right, hear that beer brewing? That beer brewing. Yeah, we'll try to be on 3 and 4x until next quest pops up. Can't even read like 3/4 of the code. Get someone else that reads it for you. Walk into this mess of wind broom and like, all right, time to clean. Here we go again. Beer brewing, bubbling around the bin den. I know where that was going at first. I should have known by the music symbols there. We got a bucket, we got a sponge. Let's do this. Let's do this. Yeah, this end game has been just a mess. Just an absolute mess. Messy, messy, messy. Got excited at the quest notification. Can we borrow 22 soldiers right now in your most dire time of need? No. Please, sir, can you help us? No. No, absolutely not. Maybe Floor Baby will be up and ready to fight by the end of this. In fact, you know what, Floor Baby? Since you're not a real dwarf, we will stop having you have dwarven drugs, all right? No drugs for you, Floor Baby. No drugs for you. Sad day. I mean, beer. There's a drug. 22 pawns for 7 wasters. Yeah, it would have been an easy one, yeah. Floor Baby, please. Can't even hold your alcohol from the age of 3. What even are you? It was failed on the 13th of Jugus. Today started on the 15th. So I guess that's a good question. Is it 22 days from the time the quest failed or from the time that the first one started? Like, when does the you can get this again counter start, you know? Floor Baby need a new liver. Nope. Nope, they don't. They don't. Muscle parasites. Fantastic. Fantastic. Require someone smart who can read the actual code and not just clearly labeled variables in the text file. Can you just throw the Stellark in a pleasure cycle pod? You can go to Exploration Mods, but I basically don't use. Even that has more on it than what I'm using, but Exploration Mods. Do they need a new floor to be thrown into? They've definitely been living up to their name. Like, ever since they've... Well, they were born and pushed out onto the floor. Ever since then, they keep falling over on the floor. A legendary dining chair. Excellent. There you go. You know, we have so much steel. Let's just do this. It's not going to really matter that much, but... Floor baby, is the mood all right? Yeah. That's one way to describe floor baby. By then, floor baby might have recovered. Can't believe that happened yesterday, though. Could use the legendary dining chair. We could use this time also if we get enough beer to re-ally these pigs. I wouldn't mind making these our enemy also, but we're mostly honorable dwarves, so when they show up, you know, I haven't just like gunned them down in cold blood, but it's very tempting to do. Put them in front of 8 chain shotguns. Yeah, well. Why is no one using teller robots? Well, I'm not using them because we're not using robots at all, because I already did my Mechanitor run before this. This is a themed run, and we are not using any Mechanitor at all. Why aren't other people using teller robots? Probably because they can't operate deep drills. So once you have your map mined out of things, the tunneler robot is nothing but a tank, basically. A slight tank. But they can't use deep drills. So once your map's mined out, unless you want to drop them onto other maps to mine there, or temporary maps, they just can't do anything after that. You got the 5-year-old profane to peace ritual quest that I got during my first run, first biotech run. But yeah, that's why I'm not. It's because this is a themed run, but why other people aren't, probably that reason. My main power source, chem fuel generation, it is. Wish you started with that one as a solo Mechanitor instead. That'd be nice, yeah. You could, I guess you could do a custom scenario. Carrying capacity of an elephant, so they're great mule mech if you need to travel. They're very slow, but yeah. Well, I guess it doesn't matter if you're traveling, yeah. Can you send a tunneler to mine on a different tile? If you send someone there with them, yep. Or a temporary one, like on a long, or a, yeah, long-range mineral scanner base or something. Paint this red so blood stops showing up. I wonder what this looks like painted. Do you still get the hex pattern? Let's take a look. I actually don't have a lot of dye left, but we can try it out. How do I deal with infestations? I just melee block and kill them. If you go look at the edited run of this, Martin, on YouTube, there's an edited run of this, and there's an infestation on one of the first few episodes. And actually, the one that went up today had an infestation as well. Just click on the timestamp of the infestation. You can see how I take care of it. And I literally do that in the entire game, regardless how big the infestation is. You just melee block at a door, and then you shoot them from behind your melee block. But yeah, if you go to exclamation new vid, it'll take you to today's edited episode that went up, and there's an infestation in that I take care of. Make sure I leave one undyed. You mean like this one? Someone actually noticed that earlier. Yep, no problem. The melee block, incredibly strong. Keep an eye out for a guide from that other person that says the exact same words tomorrow. You loving the edited videos? Thank you. Thank you for letting me know. I want to leave them on triphasic during this. Sure. Sure. Maybe we'll get a bunch of shooting inspirations by the time we get this quest. You can't see that tile now. Why did I leave the tile undyed? What tile? What purposes these have? It's so that during the craziness of the ship launch, I can replace other important turrets out here when I need to. Not again. I left the tile undyed so the singularity box will continue to work. That's right. Oh, I don't have an artist anymore. What tile? I'm actually curious, though, what this looks like when they're done with it. Come on, quest. I got royal people to launch into space. Does dyeing the floor have a purpose besides cosmetic? Not right now, it doesn't. Oh, it does keep it. Nice. That's your favorite tile. Look at that. Kind of cool. Let's see. What else? What other important thing do I need to do while we're waiting? This is probably really important. This is probably very, very important. No, right now it doesn't give any, like, mood buff or beauty buff or anything like that. It's just cosmetic. Is there a reason for the chunks? Nope. They're just there from when the wall got destroyed. Just there from the destroyed wall. They don't matter. They're also outsides. They don't count as, or the ones that are outside don't count as negative. That's the negative one there is from the floor. Chunks outside don't count as a beauty hit anymore. Kindergarten killbox theme. Can you paint chunks? I don't think you can. Raid. Bingu. And these Neanderthal really want to kill us. They hate our artwork. Stay away from the art. Stay away from the art. Ramnam, hold that door open in case we need back in, please. Yes, Chief. What's wrong with Floor Baby? Floor Baby can't hold their alcohol. So they're currently in a beer-induced preteen coma. You have a urge to paint your next face all pink. It's going right now. Is this my latest YouTube series? Yes. Quickly, behind the plastic columns. Rock painting like a child activity. We're waiting on the new Empire quest, yeah. Your flop hats won't save you here. Like it saves them elsewhere. Pretty smoothly. Now it's cleanup time again. Cleanup time while we wait on the next quest. It's very satisfying. Minigun ASMR. Can I show wealth gain after that raid? Whoops. It just barely went up. 575 to 582, like 5,000 to 7,000 wealth off that. All right. Shame you can't ferment humid flesh. Yeah, or use it for fertilizer for the mushrooms. Yeah. I think I need more miniguns. One of them tried to shoot from cover. Yeah, that's the thing that was being talked about earlier. Imagine if the Neanderthals all had cataphract armor. That's true. I mean, look how deep some of the Neanderthals actually got. Any challenge I would recommend in RimWorld for a really fun one? I actually thought the challenge run I did where I did no kill box at all, no kill box, no cover, etc. Was actually a lot of fun. Yeah, I don't know if you want to go that extreme with it. Melee only now is much easier. It's still a challenge, but melee only now since I did it is much easier with ideology and with biotech. So you can try a melee only run, or if you don't want to go full out melee only, you could go medieval weaponry only, including medieval range stuff. You know, yeah. There's lots of little fun things you can do like that. The Tine and Improve challenge. Tiny map was a lot of fun. Yeah, I need to do a new tiny map. I haven't done one of those in like 3 years or something. So there's a mod where you can get a lot of custom map sizes. And I did an entire playthrough on a 50 by 50 tile map. So the entire run was on a map this size. And we were like, can I start as tribal and launch a ship from a tiny map? It was a lot of fun. Negative afraid, no hunting, no sewing, no violence. Trolls D&D style melee only. Attack everyone. It's fun. Not sure how long it'll last. That's all that's important, yeah. Tiny map was one of your favorites. Yeah, it's old now. It's still up on YouTube if you want to watch it. Expedition Tiny, but it's an old run now. I should go back and revisit it. 500% didn't even exist back when I did the tiny map challenge. What's the command for time watch? Exclamation hours. Every time I say that, the bot gets flooded. The butt. Don't flood the butt. The bot gets flooded every time I say that. It's fine. The baby got muscle parasites. Time Master, one of your favorites also. You know, it could kind of be fun to watch in general too, because I played so much differently back then. I had like 3,000 or less, 3,000 fewer hours than now, at least.
Welcome
maybe
back.
More than that.
Your steadfast loyalty is greatly appreciated.
Yes, the archive. Thank you for asking. The archive channel now has applied for YouTube partnership. Yeah, it's had enough to apply now. Floor the butt. Floor the butt. Hank, 21 months, Hank. 20 months. That's old enough to drink. No, Adam, that's years. Not in Dwarven lives. You're a dwarf, right? Thank you. That is a long time. Amazon run now. We're not streaming. Using like 20 mods. Yeah. Old runs. Do I think an incapable of violence pawn calling is possible? I think it's more possible than the next run I'm doing. Yes. Night Spark, welcome in. So Night Spark. It's old enough in dwarf years. Wait, Adam. That's not years. Multiple. It's old enough in dwarf years. But Adam, that's only 1 year. It's old enough in dwarf years. 1 year is enough. And then he just kept saying the same thing. Old enough in dwarf years. You guys got some medicine? Cool. We'll take that. Take that. But really what I want to do is give you a bunch of this crap so I don't have to do anything with it. Here you go, pigs. Here you go, pigs. You know what? I'm going to give gifts instead. That'll do, pig. That'll do. Dumping our junk. Dumping our junk. Not dunking, by the way. That's a different thing. Dunking our junk. Dunking our junk. Hey, none of those chain shotguns. We need those. All right, pigs. Enjoy your new weaponry. I think we just outfitted the pigs to fight the Empire or something. Ah, doesn't matter to me. That'll do, pigs. Cell instability gene. That's one that you, I believe, usually get from incest. I can show it again, though. Mild cell instability. Let's see. Carriers of this gene need less metabolic energy to stay alive, at the cost of reduced stability in their cell replication machinery. So their lifespan is shortened. They are more likely to die from being sick, and they get 300% more cancer. Now with 300% more cancer. Bankroll the pigs and topple the empire. Oh no, I'm supposed to be helping the empire. Helping the empire. Dying of curiosity for the next run. It'd be awesome if there was an auto trade button, like it puts everything in the offer. Yes. There's a mod for that. Did I install the bionic leg? I did, yep. I did. Are we actually out of beer? I mean, we have a lot fermenting, but... we will literally die without beer. Imagine us losing the run at this stage because we didn't have enough beer. What a ridiculous loss that would be. Let's see. Sign. Drug policy. Select Dwarf. We're gonna go with 1 in inventory. And we're gonna take every 2 days. Major break on Lumberjack. Why Lumberjack? Don't tell me. Malnourished. Eat. What are you doing? He's going to go cut down a tree instead of eating when he's malnourished. We have all these meals. I think it's because he's ascetic and he's just like, I don't eat this fancy food. Can't you give me something worse? Okay. Oh, was he still on cremating? That's what happened. Wait, so what was he cremating? Oh, there's bodies down here. Ooh. I thought he was going to go cut things, but no. There's like old bodies down there. He was just diligently doing what Sky God told him. Well, I'm literally starving to death, but Sky God told me to carry this corpse that's been out here for a year over to the cremation station. So I guess he knows best. One just goes and does stuff. Starving. Well, I forced him to do it, though. What melee weapon do you use for the singularity kill box? None. Melee weapons don't do anything in the singularity kill box. You don't want enemies to get into melee range. So yeah, none. Single phage dwarf die from lack of beer. Single phage have to have their brain destroyed. So only if the lack of beer destroyed their brain. Cremation junction, what's your function? Lots of old stuff coming up today. Come on, beer. Some of this has got to be close. Can't believe we ran out. Merchant caravan spot. Yeah, it would be nice. Like, there's mods for it with a spot. If they made it so you had to build it, that would be fair, I think. So, not just a spot you place down.
Back. Your steadfast
Squiz, thank you for the 3 months. Thank you, Squiz. Very much appreciated. Much love to the Squiz. Guys, I don't even know if we're going to be able to do the launch event today because we're waiting on the friggin' quest. Are we actually going to have to do a third day that I say, well, actually, today's launch day. Sorry about that. Corn cultists aren't cannibals. Are they really corn? As long as they eat the meat. Well, it matters not where from whence the blood flows, so I guess. Can't you bait it on the launch again? Blood for the blood gods. Single phase blood feeds off an intoxicated pond. Do they get the buffs from drinking? No. No, they don't get drugs from them. No, they replaced the Stellark instantly. Even the pop-up that says the Stellark is dead shows that they appointed a new one. But the quest has a 22-day cooldown, apparently. 22-day cooldown. So... yeah. Work Frenzy. I didn't want to go through another quarter of the year to get this stupid quest. Friggin' Empire. How many days away? I don't know actually, because we ended up deleting the old one, which the old one was, I feel like around the same thing as this, same time as this. That definitely was given to us during the event, because I almost accepted them as a meat shield. Sheep sitting also happened during the event. No, not in real life, in game, yes. The boars were here before the event. So I think we accepted the first quest about 20 days ago. So if it's based off when you accepted the quest, then we only have a couple days left. If it bases it off when you failed the quest, then we have about 10 days left. Single phase meeting quest didn't trigger the gene transfusion for one of your colonists after 3 tries. I got your vampire. I didn't run into that one, luckily, when I was doing the single phase stuff, but definitely a lot of bugs still going on. When's this, like, the soonest beer coming in? 4 days. Three and a half days. There's no more beer. Everyone died, so now I guess you'll have to start a new run. 1.3. Hey. Was there beer in here? No. No, there wasn't. Thought maybe this was still the one that I put a little bit of beer in, but no. Nope. There you go, pigs. Enjoy the weapons. I can just check when the Stellark died. That's true. Stellark died on the 13th of Jugus, so that's when it was. That's when it was failed. So 17. Yeah, it's been about 18 or 19 days since we failed the quest. So I know those magnificent beards of those helmets. Yeah. After setting a load in a drop pod, can you go in and edit to add more stuff? Not without a mod. There's a mod for it. I used to use that. It's really annoying you can't do that without a mod. How did he die? Because the Empire went hostile because of a friendly fire incident. Someone that we had in melee block got friendly fire, chain shotgun to the back, died. Empire immediately hostile. And the rest, as they say, is history. Hey, we got a little bit of beer coming in. Neanderthal run earlier, someone's suggestion. Came to mind was the Star Trek Next Gen with a Samaritan snare. Enterprise responds to a request for aid from a ship manned by a group of people who seem far too primitive to be flying it. Hold Geordi hostage. I remember this. I don't remember it in super detail, though. Upgrade their ship with better weapons and shields for ultimately being outsmarted. Why no chairs at crafting stations? Is there a reason? There is a reason. So right now it doesn't matter either way. But with biphasic schedule, now triphasic, with biphasic schedule and excellent or better beds, they are capping out their comfort twice a day anyway. So we've done the math behind it, and basically having chairs in all those places gives like 4% more comfort. Like 4% more comfort throughout an entire day. So it just doesn't matter. At this stage, so early game, when that doesn't matter, adding them will actually increase wealth, increase raid points, and that means bigger raids. Right now, we wouldn't get bigger raids, but yeah, it just doesn't matter at the moment. It's not going to do anything. Positive or negative, so just no reason to do it. You can kill all factions on the planet. If you do that, all of your raids are mechs. All your raids are mechs. You can get Manhunter events and stuff, but your raids, your actual raids are all mechs. The Crimson Force Field. My pawns sleep so much, so I'll force them to stand while they work. That's right. That's right. Exactly. They reduced the price on low shields, though, after they nerfed them. Nice. That's good, at least. Thank goodness I didn't do what I usually do at the end game event and give everyone Luciferium right before it. Wow, wouldn't that have been just terrible in this run? That would have been terrible. How long does beer take to make? I think it's like 6 days. Everyone gets a single sip right now. Let's go on. Hostile Kyle, welcome in. What was nerfed about low shields? They no longer stop explosions. So now if you have all your people in a low shield and the low shield gets hit with a doomsday rocket, they're pretty much all going to die anyway. So low shields no longer stop explosives. That was a 1.4 change. Well, let me be clear. The missile itself hits the low shield. It gets stopped, but the explosion blows forward still. Any way to stop explosives? Don't let them shoot them. That's about it. Yeah, the fire beams from like the Tesserons and stuff also ignore them. Yep. Yep. Oh, come on, quest. Man, I'm really worried we're not going to be able to finish this today because this quest is taking so long. Frag grenades blow up on it. Yep. So if you have like a low shield up and you have all your people at the very back of the low shield where the explosion can't reach, then it's okay. Yeah, basically it just stops bullets. Yep. Down, or let's say back up to 2 beer. You lost your vampire run to the tester. Oh yeah, because of the fire. Being afraid of fire. Yeah. Psychic stop, Lance. Still have 4 hours of stream to go. Right, and the end game event takes about 4 to 6 hours, depending on how crazy it is. So. Yeah. Kind of worried about it. Is there any way to force the quest? Apparently there's a cooldown on it, so we just have to wait out the cooldown. How do you usually handle the Tesserons? Either outrange them or just kill them in this same, you know, whatever, melee shotgun box. Yeah, so the low shields are like a barrier to explosives. So what ends up, in practice, what ends up happening is a lot of times explosive raiders will come with low shields, and you'll pop the low shield in the beginning, or they'll drop it, I should say. And then the explosive raiders will come up behind. They'll shoot their own low shield with the explosive and blow themselves up. That's what usually happens now. Look at this. No time for that. I'm waiting on the end game event. Freezer full of mushrooms. It is, yeah. What, Tater? What? High life missing. Yes, I'm sorry. The beer is coming. It's just coming slowly. Low shields didn't teach their AI how to work with it. Yes. Start the quest. We haven't gotten the quest yet. Few nobles of Knight rank as melee specialists. Name them Samurai. Give them the Samurai gear. Yeah. Prestige Marine helmet. So weird they changed the name of Prestige Marine helmet to Samurai. We didn't know it was base game yet. Yeah. We're gonna lose the game through beer running out. It would be just terrible. What's the ideal temperature again? 45 to 90. The beer famine of 5509. This could have already all been done. Yes, I know. It's exactly what I'm fixing right now. Best way to get ideology reform points early. Converting other people is a good one. Like, get a lot of prisoners and convert them even if you don't want those prisoners. They changed a lot of the very easiest ways. Like, you can't just take the execution precept, just execute a lot of people now for points. It still says you get points from it, but you don't. You do the sacrifice ceremony, that gives you points, but...
Welcome back. Your steadfast loyalty is greatly appreciated.
I'm gonna get that up to above 50. There we go. There we go. Temperature in there is right above 50. Temperature in there is right above 50. Okay. Sounds good. In about a day and a half, we're gonna have a lot of beer. These produce like 25 each when they pop, but 2 hours left on that one. Okay. You think they changed it back again? That would be awesome, yeah, because that was the best way. Rip scanning gives you points for supremacy. That's interesting. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I wonder if that's intended. It doesn't sound like it is, but all right. Now it's getting too hot in there. We'll hold this open. See where it goes to. Let's do it like this. We're gonna tear this one down. We'll get events here for the royal room. What's the best festival type thing to get? So the drum party and the dance party both have huge mood gains. And they also have a chance to give extra work speed. Only play vanilla RimWorld. Which of the DLCs would you recommend to start with? Right now, I would just say Biotech. I mean, Biotech is the newest one. It's also the biggest one. So you're getting almost like what feels like 2.5 DLCs in one. So I would say if you haven't gotten any DLCs yet, Biotech, especially now that it's the new hot thing, it's probably your best bet overall. Ruined by temperature. Now the temperature's fine. The best seed I ever had was the Igor seed. Is there a command for it? There might be a command. Exclamation Igor seed. Absolutely no contest. The Igor seed, absolutely like the god seed. Just super friggin' good. Yeah, that seed right there. If anyone's wondering why, there's only one entrance to the map. It's this wide. Entrance to the map is like this wide. You have this huge friggin' mountain. You have a ocean. The anima tree is in the back of this like long. So you have this opening here that goes all the way back. Everything else is kind of mountain. And the anima tree is back here near rich soil, right at the edge of the mountain. It's super good. Oh yeah, the gladiator fights for a melee experience. Yeah. Your seed? I guess so. Oh, that really sucks. 17 beer. Can't dig to the right. Yeah, left is ocean. Don't dig to the right. Why was the Igor seed so good? I literally just talked about why it was so good. I just explained all the things that made it the god seed. like 30 seconds before your message. What? No, they'll put stuff back in, yeah. Yeah. You can click back in the VOD just a little bit. Look, change desired. We'll just do it then, Tater. Just do it. Can barrels be moved in progress? Yeah, they can. Yeah. Seems like the bulk of the barrels now are in good temperatures, though. Good. Weapon relics, or is it dangerous because you can lose them? No, you can use them. It's completely fine. It's actually a good way to get legendary weapons. So you can use relics, especially if you're doing fluid ideology, because you can actually just redo your relics. So you get, for instance, you can do a ideology where you have like 3 charge rifles, and you can go get those 3 legendary charge rifles. And if you're fluid ideology, when you get your points, you just go into your ideology, delete those 3, and then add 3 new ones, and you can go get 3 more or whatever. So next run, triple speed only? No. What is the best way to support? Glump. There's a lot of free ways to support. If you're wanting to know, like, financially, the way that I get the most money with the least taken from it is directly through PayPal. So you can go to exclamation donate if you want that. But I do have a Patreon and a bunch of other ways as well. So Patreon for, like, subscription. But as far as, like, just financially, PayPal takes the least percentage out of all the ways that I have set up. So that's the best exclamation donate. If you're wanting to know about free, there's a lot of free stuff you can do at exclamation support. Exclamation support. Is the next run every bad gene? No. Can't wait to see how funny the next run is. The next run's gonna be brutal. 12 beer. Yeah, there's the link. Thank you. There was an opening in the mountain with an anima in it and one small entrance. Sappers felt like they never existed. Yeah, those are really crazy maps. Don't have a smelt build set up for the type. Yeah, that's good advice. It's pretty good advice. Oh, come on, Empire. Come on, Empire. Let's go on EB. Welcome in. Fast, you can make a pawn with architect legs. Fast. Yeah, I want to do that stuff too. Yeah, I want to do that. Just as fun little side things when the patch hits the stable realm. Let's go on and Crack. Welcome in. Come on, Quest. Come on, Quest. I mean, I could start like making bionics during this just while we're waiting, you know, but we don't need them. We don't need the bionics. We don't need them. Best way to gain wealth quickly. You're trying to get to 350,000 for the Arco Nexus and it's going slowly. Well, the guide's good, but he mostly talks about how to keep it down. That's a good question, actually. I never thought about making a guide in that way. But basically, anytime you improve something, you're going to get a lot of wealth. But the way that I found to get the most when I was trying to get to the Arco Nexus, drugs is a good one, of course. But also, if you have your people set as cannibals and not caring about corpses, when you get those huge raids, you anger all tribals. Anger all tribals and ally everyone that's not a tribal that you can, so that most of your raids are tribals. When the tribals come, chop them all up. Human leather is actually worth a lot, and then you can make it worth even more by spamming down human leather chairs. Spamming down human leather chairs from your raids while you're growing drugs and making art. Hey, it's here. Okay. I'm going to go see with Modwife if there's something specific going on with the school stuff that I have to do after my daughter's school stuff after the stream today or not, so that I know if I have enough time to do this entire event today. So I will be right back. It was exactly 22 days. All right. Look, the beer came in just in time. All right, guys. Well, I guess it sucks, but we're gonna do it. I'm gonna go long today. All right, we're gonna do it. Let me split the recording again, and then we'll do it. Sorry, those of you watching the VOD later on YouTube. False alarm. False alarm.